Iran has just bombed a target 50 kilometers inside Pakistani territory, killing 6 people, Muslims, including 2 children. Why would Iran provoke a nuclear-armed country, especially when the whole world is already wary of Iran's adventures in the Middle East? Iran has not only encouraged Hamas to carry out one of the worst attacks on Israel on October 7, but has also been encouraging its proxy, the Houthis, to go after Western interests. Also, there is a global apprehension about when Iran would give a green light to Hezbollah to attack Israel. Amidst all of this, Iran has just bombed Iraq and Syria, claiming that it has taken out Israeli spy operations in those countries. Okay, that's a lot of fronts, even for Iran. Furthermore, they have recently attacked what they refer it as terrorist bases inside Pakistan. Even if Iran's actions are justified, why would they provoke a nuclear-armed country like Pakistan and open so many fronts for themselves? Will Pakistan go to war with Iran? To understand the complex relationship between Shia Iran and Sunni Pakistan, watch this video until the end and you might understand what's going on. But before we do that, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you would want me to continue making awesome videos like these, then you can be my patron by going to patreon.com/Haris Sultan, or you can buy me a coffee. You don't have to buy one. You can buy me multiple coffees. Links on your screen. So let's get to today's video. After the Iranian Revolution of 1979, Iran became the Shia Islamic Republic of Iran, similar to Shia version of Israel. Iran exerts pressure on every Sunni-dominated country where it perceives as Shias being oppressed. Approximately 15% of Pakistan's population is Shia. Moreover, Pakistan's founder, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, was also a Shia, and there is a street named after Muhammad Ali Jinnah in Tehran. In Pakistan, Shias face oppression, and in the sectarian violence that often erupts, Shias are always on the losing side. Iran closely monitors this and continually pressures Pakistan to mitigate Shia oppression. However, Pakistan has been creating and supporting Sunni militias, not necessarily to oppress Shias, because that would not work in Pakistan's favor itself, but to create jihadis against India. Unfortunately, when you create Frankensteins, they don't always behave as intended. The persecution of Shia Hazaras in Pakistan is well documented.
For these men, there are no words. Yet again, this community mourns.
The mistreatment of Shias in Parachanar, deep within Pakhtunkhwa, at the hands of Pashtuns, is also well known to Pakistani military establishment. But the Pakistani military establishment does not take any action against them because they worry that it might provoke them into carrying out terrorist activities in major Pakistani cities like Peshawar, Lahore, or even Karachi. One such Sunni militia is called Jaish-ul-Adl, Army of Justice, which is well known for carrying out terrorist activities inside Iran. Iran has repeatedly raised this issue with the Pakistani establishment, but again, Pakistan either doesn't care about it or doesn't want to provoke them. This concern of terrorism operating from Pakistani territory is not entirely baseless. Have a listen to what Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan himself said on his trip to Iran.
And I know that Iran has suffered from terrorism, which are from groups operating from within Pakistan. So the security chief will be sitting with his counterpart here.
Ooh, that was a tough admission. And some people say that that was the beginning of the end of Imran Khan's honeymoon period with the powerful Pakistani military. The Pakistani military was not happy with its prime minister admitting in Iran that there were militias operating from Pakistani soil carrying out terrorist activities inside Iran. But I'm sorry to say, Imran Khan was right. We've been carrying out terrorist activities inside India, Afghanistan, and also Iran. But China is somehow immune from our militancy, maybe because they're the only ones we fear. And we should. But Imran Khan is not alone in this matter. Have a listen to this Pakistani cleric proudly, boastfully admitting that he sends Baloch terrorists inside Iran to carry out terrorist activities.
Agar Iran hamla kare, khuda na khwasta wo karega bhi nahi. Wo karega bhi nahi. इसलिए कि मैंने इतने बलोच वहां छोड़ा है कि इंशाल्लाह उनकी नींद उन्होंने हराम की।
Okay, as usual, Pakistan either created these terror outfits or has been turning a blind eye towards them, something that India has been accusing Pakistan for many decades. Both Iran knows this and Pakistan knows this. But despite all of that, Iran has never dared to go so deep inside Pakistani territory and bomb them and take out terror targets. Iran's Revolutionary Guards have often had skirmishes at the border with Pakistan's militants, but never deep inside Pakistani territory. What would make Iran tick this time around, especially when it's got all these fronts open with the West and other countries? Just over a month ago, on December 15th last year, Jaish al-Adl took responsibility for carrying out a terrorist attack on a police station, killing 15 police officers in the city of Rask, Iran. Iran again complained to Pakistan, and Pakistan again said that we'll take action, but they didn't do anything. So Iranian intelligence identified the houses of the perpetrators and bombed them. Jaish al-Adl spokesperson have said, and I quote, Iran's Revolutionary Guards had used 6 attack drones and a number of rockets to destroy 2 houses where the children and wives of its fighters lived. So these are not baseless and senseless attacks. However, Pakistan is not happy and has severed all diplomatic relations with Iran. Pakistan has also vowed revenge against Iran. Have a listen to what Pakistan's Foreign Office spokesperson said.
Pakistan's sovereignty by Iran is a violation of international law and the purposes and principles of the Charter of the United Nations. This illegal act is completely unacceptable and has no justification whatsoever. Pakistan reserves the right to respond to this illegal act, and the responsibility for the consequences will lie squarely with Iran.
Okay, so you might now have had some understanding of the Iranian-Pakistani relationship. But believe me, there's so much more. Just to keep this video short and simple, I haven't even begun to discuss Saudi Arabia's role in the Iranian-Pakistani relationship. Okay, so the question arises, would Pakistan retaliate? And if Pakistan does retaliate, did Iran not anticipate this? I think Pakistan would have a limited retaliation. I think Pakistan would attack some parts of Iran, and after that, Pakistan will claim that it is being a responsible partner and exercising restraint in the broader interest of the region's stability. Pakistan would also use that as an opportunity to advertise to the United States that, hey, look, we can take care of your enemy. All you got to do is give us some dollars, because Pakistan is in extreme economic strife, and also give us modern weaponry. Is Pakistan actually capable of taking care of Iran? Yes, Pakistan does have some ballistic missiles, but they're also on Pakistan's eastern border, because Pakistan created this arsenal of weaponry against India, not for Iran or Afghanistan, even though our relationships have been deteriorating with pretty much every country except for China. But I think this time the United States will refrain from encouraging Pakistan or giving Pakistan any other military equipment, because America's past experience with Pakistan has not really been that well.
The U.S. is taking action against Pakistan, freezing some $300 million in military aid as it accuses that country of just not doing enough to battle terrorist groups on its own soil.
Pakistan has always double-crossed the United States. Pakistan takes military equipment and financial aid from the United States to carry out one task, but ends up doing something else. And the United States knows that every time the United States gives Pakistan military equipment, Pakistan uses that against India, which is now America's ally. Also, domestically, this is an election year, and Biden is trying his best not to escalate the conflict in the region, because the American public, they're sick of America's wars in the Middle East. Although it might help Pakistan to build up its military arsenal, but it won't help Pakistan in the long run, because as I said, Pakistan does have a significant Shia population, and sectarian violence between Sunnis and Shias can flare up at any time, further destabilizing Pakistan. And Iran is aware of this. Or at least this is the logical conclusion, considering all the facts. However, what if we're all wrong and the conflict does escalate? How would that play out for Iran? In Iran's strategic calculations, a widening conflict would actually work in its favor. Why? Because the Iranian public is fed up with the Islamic regime. Currently, only 15% of Iranian public actually supports the Islamic Republic of Iran, while 80% want democracy. If the West and Pakistan attack Iran, the Islamic regime is counting on the public to unite under the banner of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This is why Iran is so bold and is not afraid of opening multiple fronts simultaneously. Iran knows that sooner or later there's going to be another revolution, and the days of Islamic Republic of Iran are numbered. It's only a matter of time. So the question arises, will Pakistan, aided by the United States, attack Iran? I think not. However, as I said earlier, that Iran knows that it is in its interest to widen the conflict so it can unite people of Iran who are so anti-Islamic regime. Therefore, expect Iran to continue provoking the West through the Houthis, through Hamas, and maybe Hezbollah. And then on the other hand, it might open a front with the Taliban in Afghanistan and also Pakistan. If Iran does manage to provoke the West, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and even Israel into attacking Iran, this will be one of the largest and most unholy of alliances. Iran's bet that the people of Iran will unite under the banner of Islamic regime of Iran, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the people of Iran are so fed up with the Islamic regime that no matter what happens, the people of Iran will not support this evil regime of Iran. So let's see if Iran manages to provoke all of these countries simultaneously and embrace martyrdom. I hope I gave you some facts that might help you understand the situation even better. If you would like me to keep making these videos, then support me on patreon.com/Harris Sultan, and you can also buy me a coffee. Until next time, ta-da. If you'd like to support my work, you can become my patron by going to patreon.com/Harris Sultan, or you can simply buy me a coffee.